All right, hello everybody. KV Chief Meteorologist Hunter Williams here with our nightly extended edition of the forecast. To be honest though, this is not really a forecast that you need, 10 minutes to explain. It's pretty quiet. That means though our mornings mid and high level clouds rolling in from the west as we have a very weak disturbance coming in that brings us like the tiniest of rain chances this evening. But what it did is it caught our afternoon highs and kept them down a little bit. Still, it was above average. Austin, San Antonio, and the DFW area. We have an ozone action day tomorrow across the state. So as high pressure strengthens over us, that's one of the reasons why our afternoons are about to get even hotter. That sinking air traps pollutants and ozone and all that mess down close to the ground. So elevated levels of ground level ozone will be possible for tomorrow. So just keep that in mind if you're in a sensitive group or if you have any respiratory concerns. We also have some allergy concerns. Ragweed was quite high today, 119 grains per cubic meter. We have not had any big fall elm spike yet, but we are soon to get into that part of the year. Pine is also low, and then mold was actually high today despite the low humidity. It was high with alternate area detected. You can always find that whenever you like on our KVUE app and on KVUE.com. So as I mentioned, we have this very weak weather maker coming in, so the cloud cover is already with us, and you can see the radar at least is depicting maybe some showers going into Mason County. One of the reasons why I don't have a very optimistic view of our rain chance this evening, it's because the humidity is low, which means up higher in the atmosphere where there's more saturation, mid and high levels, there's some rain falling up there. But I think it's likely that the vast majority of this will evaporate before it gets down to us. So we call that Virgo. You can see that in the clouds sometimes where you like see the little wispy rain shaft coming down, but it doesn't go to the ground. That's Virgo. And I think that's probably what's going to be happening across the hill country. But maybe a few little sprinkles there, especially Mason, Gillespie, Llano counties in the next couple of hours. But, our model data, this is 11 o'clock, not very bullish on any sort of meaningful rain. So it's like a 10% shower or sprinkle chance tonight. Cloud cover will be peeling out of here by the morning tomorrow. By the afternoon, it will be back to sunshine, and it will be a hot sunshine with highs in the mid-90s in Austin. Tonight, the cloud cover will get out of the hill country late tonight, so that will allow the sky to clear and the temperatures to drop a little bit more efficiently across the hill country. So 50s there, but then you can see the quick gradient where along and east of I-35, we're still hanging on to cloud cover even into the early morning hours, so it's going to be more so mid and upper 60s for those spots. The afternoon tomorrow, upper 80s, low 90s in my forecast across the hill country. Johnson City 91, Kingsland 92, Burnett 90 degrees. 94 in Austin tomorrow, so that would be 6 degrees above average for this time of the year. Round Rock 93, Buda 94, Kyle 94 in the forecast for you. 95 in Smithville, LaGrange 96, Giddings 94, Lexington 94, Elgin 94 in the forecast for you. So here's the plan over the next 5 days. It's going to get hotter before it gets cooler. So we'll go up to 96 Wednesday, 97 on Thursday. That should be the peak of the heat. And then as we go into Friday and Saturday, the numbers actually cool down a little bit heading into ACL weekend 1. But I think one of the reasons they cool down some is because the humidity is going to ramp up. So the air temperature might not be quite as stout, but I think it will be a little bit more of a sweltering feel due to that humidity heading into the weekend. But look, we've had hotter ACL weekends, I think this will be all right. Friday, pretty toasty, 95. Saturday, 93. Sunday, 93. But you can see those overnight temperatures are still pretty good. So still rain in Austin, so another 7 would take us up to 29 days, and I think easily we're going to make it into the 30s here unless something changes. And hey, speaking of 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, I don't know that I'm buying this just yet based on what I'm seeing in the data, but Climate Prediction Center, they're saying October 5th through the 9th, light green, maybe slightly above average precipitation. And we need that because we go into October, second wettest month of the year on average here in Central Texas, so we rely on October to get some beneficial rain before we get into the drier winter months. So hopefully we can get something, but again, I'm just not really seeing anything here, at least over the next 7 to 10 days. So here's my 7-day forecast. 67 in the morning tomorrow. Then even better than that Wednesday morning, because I think Tuesday night we won't have some of the cloud cover that we're dealing with tonight. Thursday, 97, pretty toasty. Friday, 95. Saturday, 93. Sunday, 93. We'll just keep that rolling as we go into Monday of next week. So, yeah, quiet forecast. Not much more to say about that one. We'll take a quick break. It's 7:15 right now here in about 3 hours. Well, actually, we've got the football game on KVU.